Chapter 4. In Spirit and Truth. Truth may be likened to a mountain that offers different views from different sides and elevations. While all views are relatively true, none are absolutely true. Thus, the relative merit of any particular view must be judged solely on the basis of how much mountain it is able to embrace. The wider one ranges and the higher one climbs, the broader and more encompassing individual perspectives are likely to become. Higher understanding results from higher and broader perspectives. Higher views necessarily include and transcend lower views. Only one view, however, includes and transcends all others, that of the entire mountain, as seen from the summit's all-inclusive perspective. The implications of absolute awareness are mind-boggling. My being here in the first place is the greatest miracle of all. The self-evident truth of all conscious being is the fact I am. Nothing in this world can keep me from becoming what I am in truth. Immortal, timeless, invulnerable being, conscious as I am. Life and death is a matter of the degree to which I am conscious. Conscious intent and expectation blinds us to the fullness of life. Life is a cosmic game of divine hide-and-seek in which we are all it. Absolute love of being consciously aware is basic to life. The Absolute One must love being consciously aware as I am. In the still silence, at the center of all there, can be only one. When all relative mental motion stops, only one remains conscious. One is centralized in time and space by paying conscious attention. Man's partial vision forever projects its own circumscribed limits. I transgress the law of my own nature when I think myself apart. Forgetting myself in the process of doing is close to being. The highest law is oneness with all, and partial states of mind miss it. Outer war results from a lack of inner peace in the heart of man. Man's illusion of separation from all takes effort to sustain. As muddy water and cloudy skies are pure at heart, so is God's man. Shining in the heart and reflected in the head is the light of all. Your capacity to know anything depends on everything. Logic reflects the perfect order of all parts related to the whole. The whole integrates all its parts perfectly and without any thought. recollecting the whole, of which I am part, is the object of life. The fact of being is the only certainty I will ever know. The one thing in life not subject to change is the knowledge I am. The fact I am is fundamental to all. The rest is inference. The only thing I can't have any doubt about is the fact I am. Awaken to the divine nature of being, consciously aware. The intent of all creation is to reveal the Absolute One. I must be still and silent to know I am one with the Absolute. Realize once more the wonder of being aware without any thought. Fully aware of being consciously present is the Holy One. The ultimate truth is the consciousness I am, aware of being. I must believe in being consciously aware or deny myself. A coherent state of conscious awareness is all I am lacking. The divine light of conscious awareness abides in the heart of man. The dawning light of pure conscious awareness is the ground of being. Called to remember being consciously aware as a child of light. The ever-dawning light of awareness I am is the ground of all. Without any doubt, a person can speak truly without being true. So prone to worship the conceptual veils that blind me to the truth. Internally, self-authenticating truth is central to being. Forever wishing to remember being the one I am in truth. The truth is I am. Everything else I know is mental conjecture. Being consciously aware at the heart of all is the one I am. Is there anything more enduring in life than the knowledge I am? Being aware and present as I am is the beginning of all. Outer dominoes fall in perfect accord with inner potential. The unified field will never be found because it is the witness. On what basis does something exist before you are conscious of it?
The ultimate goal is the knowledge I am, now conscious of being.
True evolution leads from relative states to the absolute one. I know myself as a direct apprehension of conscious being. A relative state of mind cannot relate to an absolute one. Underlying all is the absolute state of relative being. Self-identified with relative states of mind, I forget being. All is preordained in the natural order of becoming whole. When I stop being self-identified with parts, I will become whole. Outside the context of the whole, everything is clearly meaningless. I suffer because I think I know who I am, but really do not.
Seeking permanent happiness in temporal states begets suffering.
To be other than the absolute one is not really possible.
Any conclusion that implies an absolute relative is false.
The only way to have eternal life is to be that already. Relative being implies an absolute state underlying all.
Irrespective of circumstance, I remain the one I am in truth.
Present feelings of being apart originate with relative thought. Expand your love of being consciously aware to embrace all life. A man's contracted sense of being must grow to embrace all others. Now attached to a contracted sense of being, consciously aware. Expand the center of awareness to embrace its circumference. I am a central contraction in consciousness, aware of being. Using circumstance to stimulate contraction, I cling to self-sense. My current sense of conscious awareness must grow beyond itself. Ego death leads to a transconceptual state of conscious being. Both particle and wave, with respect to being, consciously aware. Being is something I am or do based on my present perspective. I am either wave or particle depending on how I'm conceived. I have both a wave and particle nature, some call spirit and flesh. Relative thinking collapses the wave function of being aware. Awareness tends to identify with points of conscious attention. Awareness transcends subjective and objective states of consciousness. When awareness of field and form coincide, one's eye becomes single. I know, I like, I love, I am are all states of conscious awareness. The joy of being 100% conscious is beyond belief. Life, light, and love is the true inheritance of a self-mastered man. The life, light, and love of the Father manifests in and through His Son. Being consciously aware in every moment restores happiness. The knowledge I am, as the first fruit of being, belongs to the Lord.